In the simplest forms, means that an individual is constructing new information or knowledge built upon old information or knowledge. This theory emphasizes that learning is not a passive event. It is active. It requires effort. So constructivism is a powerful theory. It is meant to empower students in pursuing their knowledge and understanding. It gives them an opportunity to really apply what they are learning. It's important as students and individuals start to use this information because then they really are doing that application piece. They climb at times that elusive Bloom's taxonomy. So as an educator, what could be more important than witnessing students that are actually using new information? When looking at constructivism, we want to also look at the benefits, and there are significant benefits to constructivism. As already mentioned, the greatest benefit is recognition of that new knowledge, that it's being used more than just being acquired. Individuals are encouraged to and even promoted in natural ways to move through those stages of Bloom's taxonomy. This new knowledge then is transferable to new situations, in contrast to knowledge used in isolation. So this individual is now going to be able to take that information and they're going to apply it to other settings and situations that they may not have previously been taught to use it in. Another valuable benefit is how the learning becomes owned by the individual. No longer is the student a passive recipient like tabula rasa, right? The student is responsible, they're involved, they're encouraged, they're promoted in their own learning journey. They take the initiative to discover more about the topic at hand, and they also create real-world context. This type of learning, constructivism, leads to actually more enjoyable learning. An important aspect is how students learn to expand, grow, and collaborate with others. They learn how to communicate their ideas to make connections. They're empowered to use their new knowledge and not simply wait upon the expert or instructor to tell them how to use that knowledge. A few different types of constructivism, including cognitive, social, even radical constructivism. Cognitive constructivism refers to learning and developing an individual's ability to learn and embed new information into existing schemas. Now, social, of course, refers to social situations. Think about how cultures interact, social mores, peer interactions, and how individuals relate to each other. Radical is a theory that all information or knowledge is merely invented, which makes it impossible for anyone to truly find or understand truth. So let's look at using constructivism. Constructivism is vastly different in application than other types of theories. This is because the owner is the learner. The learner will own the knowledge and the learning experience. The students are the focus. They set the pace. The classroom focuses on their learning in every instance through collaborative practice, journaling, reflective practice, and even modeling. Before applying constructivism, it's really important to recognize that there could be some drawbacks. One of the greatest drawbacks is a time constraint. Many educators have recognized that the process of using constructivism techniques in the learning process actually takes longer than more passive means. Of course, don't forget that there's a great return on investment, right? The information is actually embedded into the schema of existing knowledge, and it's used with greater efficiency than other passive means of learning. So really the question comes down to that ROI, or that return on investment. Does the cost of time to learn through this constructivism methodology balance the expense? So recall that knowledge is personal. Individuals must make knowledge part of them. They tend to make connections that are important to them. They need to know how the information is pertinent to them. With this in mind, constructivism is motivating. It encourages and builds the individual, developing them into a personal and professional means. This is where that reflective practice can also come in.